Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host, Jose Rocks. Thanks for coming back. So there I was, simply thinking, okay, it's a new ranked season and I kind of want to use my favorite team from last ranked season, but I kind of want to make some changes to it, right? The biggest change being I kind of like Intimidate kind of hurt my team. Corviknight was good at reflecting Intimidate back on the Intimidate user, but that doesn't stop them from intimidating Tyranitar, Lycanroc, and Great Tusk and switching like Gyarados and Arcanine in and out, especially Gyarados, right? And so like my only lead against it is like these two or with Corviknight to like really cut back on the Intimidate. But I kind of want something to make them not want to lead Intimidate, right? And also I realized that when they have like Donzo with Chi-Yu, that's kind of hard into my team because Donzo's not that hard to deal with, but I like to use Corviknight, and then when Chi-Yu's, it seems like they shouldn't want to bring Chi-Yu to battle this team, right? Because I have Tyranitar, Lycanroc, but they always do bring Chi-Yu, and Chi-Yu's really good into my team if it's like Scarf and I don't have these two. And they always bring Chi-Yu because they feel like they needed to deal with my Corviknight because they probably assume that it's bulk up or iron defense body press, and they don't want to just get walled by it, right? So I kind of want like to switch out Corviknight. It's some a couple terrors and some movesets I would like to change. Let's just see if we can make this team a little better, right? So starting with Corviknight is the first thing I want to change for my new team. So I've been thinking about some options that I wanted to go with. The first, but I don't want to take away from the core of the team. Like I just want a different option, but I still want the team to function like with items the same way that it did. So I'm looking for a choice band flying type Pokemon that I can Earthquake next to. So I got a couple of options that I want to choose from. Let me 1 second. All right, so the first one is gonna be Braviary. The second one is gonna be Gyarados. Now these are all gonna be choice band, no matter which one I choose, because I want to keep that that core of 3 choice items on this team because it's just fun to me to play it like that, and I kind of want to play like this Pokemon different from what you're used to seeing. Salamence was another one I was thinking about. Dragonite. And let's see, just for fun, we'll put Honchkrow in there, see how it does. Honchkrow, and let's see, one more flying type that I can probably go with a choice band. Just to take a look at it. That doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to use it, but I just want to look at my options. I don't really see anything else. I don't really want to use Hawlucha at all. So I think we just take a look at these 5 and compare them to Corviknight, to what Corviknight does. That's a C, isn't it? Yeah. All right. So what does Braviary do? So Braviary would definitely be Defiant. So this would be to help me deter them from wanting to lead Intimidate, right? So Braviary is my first choice. I really think I want to go with it. So I do want to try with a choice band, right? So Braviary is immune to ghost type attacks. It keeps the flying resistant, so I can Quake next to it with, or I can Bulldoze with Lycanroc next to it, and I can also Quake. It is a little bit faster than, I like to, do my calcs by them being at level 100. So let's see. I do want to go with, I still want that strong Brave Bird, right? Because Choice Band Brave Bird from Corviknight was doing so much damage, right? And this is even stronger than Corviknight, right? Which is crazy to me. Let's just copy this set that I had from my Corviknight. Where are you? Where are you? Right here. We're just gonna copy that Corviknight. This is what we're gonna use to compare it to. So we'll put it at the front actually. All right, so Brave Bird, what is it? What else? So I think Close Combat is interesting. Some physical. I'm gonna need U-turn so I can have that strong U-turn out. So that'll be the move on my 4th slot. It does get Rock Slide. It gets Iron Head, which is pretty similar to Corviknight, but does less damage. I was Terra Fire on my Corviknight with Terra Blast. I don't know if this needs Terra Blast. Right, because I can threaten with an Iron Head. Do I really want Iron Head though? Because I'm not really hitting anything besides Flutter Mane with that. And I can just hit Flutter Mane with Choice Band Brave Bird. It's gonna still KO it, and I don't have to get locked into Iron Head. I think I want to go Close Combat and Facade. So Facade helps me get around the burn, right? And plus I'm normal type, so it's gonna boost that. And then we'll go. Let's see. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Rock Tomb is neat for speed control. I think U-Turn is gonna be the best choice for that. I don't really need Rock Slide. I already have Rock Slide, and I have Close Combat. So we'll go U-Turn. So I think the difference between this, instead of Iron Head and Terra Blast Fire, we have Facade and Close Combat. And I want to like normal Terra Facade with your burn is just gonna be like so crazy, but I really want that extra damage from the flying. Like this Flying Terra Choice Band Brave Bird is gonna be doing so much damage, right? And we're gonna make you adamant, right? If I put this back up to 100, just to, I like to calc my things by 100. So 300. So we're already above that with no investment, right? And that's crazy. So I can be doing the same amount of damage that it was doing, but just bulkier. I don't have the steel typing, but I'm not weak to Chi-Yu. So it gives me like different, Corviknight is a good switch into like a lot of different things that it resists. But it's still weak to electric and fire. And rock is neutral to it, right? So I think I'm still good defensively. Like having the immunity to ground and ghost is pretty good. I know I want some speed on it, right? I could put his speed way up so that a bulldoze next to it makes it really fast, but I don't know if I want to be a little more bulky, right? So I want to be faster than everything at -2. I don't have Tailwind. But in case I go for like 2 bulldozers, then it's slow. And then I can also use it in Trick Room, right? At 212 is pretty slow. Let's see. Maxing out his attack is, whew. I don't know if I need that much though. We're gonna give it some defense. Corviknight was at 250. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely can't put it at 250. That's a bit much. That's a lot of investment. So definitely not gonna be as bulky as Corviknight. We do have a little bit more HP to work with though. Should I go all in on the offense? I know I want to do a little bit of offense. I want to put this up to at least 200. Right, and the rest in HP. I think that's okay. I think that's an okay spread. Still pretty bulky. Good offense. So that's what I would do if I was using Braviary. And let's see Choice Band Gyarados. This is gonna really throw people off if I was to go with this. Everybody thinks Gyarados is support, right? Let's see. Flying Terror as well. So Terra Blast is definitely gonna be for this one. Waterfall. All right, what other physical attacks do you get that are interesting? Choice Band Waterfall is gonna do the damage. So I don't really need Iron Head. Choice Band Earthquake next to Tyranitar could be interesting, but I already have Earthquake. There's a lot of interesting choices on this. I could go Earthquake just to surprise some electric attackers. If I really want to hit Palafin, it's gonna be Choice Band, Flying Terror. I guess it'd be Stone Edge. It really doesn't get that many options, right? I mean, it's a little interesting. I'm gonna go hit that same 212. It's a little bulkier than Braviary though, correct, right? Besides the 4 times weakness. Something like that. Yeah, I'm liking Braviary more. So what this does different than Corviknight and Braviary is that it does get intimidated, but it can intimidate them back, right? Which makes my team a little bit bulkier. Same with Salamence. Well, let's see with Salamence. I'm not sure what terror I want to do on this yet. I know that the Choice Band Flying Terror Gyarados is going to be doing a lot of damage. All right. Don't know what terror. Let's see what it gets on the physical side. And the only reason I'm doing this is because, like I said, I want to keep the Choice Band, and I want to keep like the flying immunity. Well, if not flying immunity, flying type for the ground immunity. All right, so it's definitely gonna be Stab, Dragon Claws, or Stab Outrages, right? Stab, Dual Wing Beats. Is Stab Aerial Ace more consistent, or is it Dual Wing? I think the Dual Wing Beat. I mean, Dual Wing Beat can miss though, which feels bad. But it does break sashes. It's really good for Among Us. I like Rock Slide on this. And Iron Head. That attack stat is crazy. It doesn't really need any speed. I don't need the speed, right? That way we can invest in bulk. I put it up to 240. Let's see, I think. Yeah, and I'm not trying to go for any EV bumps, like move it until it skips. If you know what the EV bump is when the EV points go up by 4 instead of 2. I'm not really looking for EV bumps. I'm not really doing any specific calcs. I'm just making it generically, like give it some bulk. I'm actually might switch this up and go max attack just to get the most out of the Choice Band. Cause I'm really here to pick up KOs. And the thing about Corviknight is it's able to take some hits before it can KO stuff, right? And that's the difference between these. It can take some hits before and not get easily KO'd, and then get the Choice Band Brave Bird off. Dragonite, we've seen this before. It's better next to Chien-Pao. I think I'm gonna go with Braviary though. And I do want to keep the Flying Terror instead of Normal Terror. Or I could go Normal Terror, right? And just not Terror it. And go Extreme Speed. And Aerial Ace. Which is interesting. So I can just not Terror it to keep that, right? And I can still go for a flying type attack with Aerial Ace. And then we want to put Facade on this too. Since it's normal, and I want to say Thunder Punch just to get Gyarados out of there since it's kind of annoying for my team. I could go Rock Slide to remove it too, but I already have Rock Slides. Ice Spinner. I like Thunder Punch. All right, Choice Band Thunder Punch is doing a lot of damage. I like 212. I just like how it just outspeeds everything except naturally with Tailwind. Instead of like booster energy and like them being on Tailwind or like weather abusing mines. Adamant. I'm gonna bring up those defenses just a little bit. Put the rest in HP. I think this is a decent Dragonite set. And last but not least, Honchkrow. And like I said, I'm not doing any specific calcs. I'll do that in another video with like damage calculator and things like that when I'm building like, you know, a more serious team. But this team has already been built. I'm just like filling in a gap and changing some stuff around. I like Flying Terror on this too. Get rid of the dark typing. But I mean, you're still taking a lot of damage. 52, like you're still taking a lot of damage, right? And Moxie, which is kind of funny. It does get Brave Bird. Definitely gonna go with Sucker Punch, right? Sucker Punch, U-turn. Assurance. Choice Band Assurance looks really good. Like Honchkrow could be interesting. That's decent. His defenses are terrible though. But that's kind of what I would go with. I think I'm gonna go with Braviary though. I kind of like Braviary. All right. So I'm gonna put Braviary there. And I've been having like some issues with Fluttermane, like booster energy and Iron Bundle that can outspeed this. And so if I get in a situation like that, I want to be able to tear away from, you know, that ice and water and fairy weakness. So I'm gonna go Steel because I don't really be needing the extra damage. I think that's a good terror for that. I think this Tyranitar set is perfect. It hasn't done, I haven't seen like any improvement that it needs. Lycanroc, this set has been good. I actually never really go for Ghost Terror. I just protect. So I could change the terror around. I don't really need it. I don't know what I would go with. I guess maybe Rock for more damage. Because I never used the Ghost Terror. Even though, like, really I should be able, maybe I should keep it. But I really haven't been in a situation to where I feel like I need to go for Ghost Terror because I just protect to get around the fake out. And they always try to fake out Lycanroc. They never really fake out Tyranitar. We'll try Rock just to make some changes. Now, this is something that I want to change. I never use this Fairy Terror because it doesn't help me. But I've been in situations to where I kind of want to lead Great Tussin and Didi when they try to like threaten with Tailwind. And that way I can like go for Trick Room and I can like Quake next to my Indeedee. If I go for Flying Terror, I don't have to worry about KO on my own Indeedee, right? And I've been thinking about Flying Terror for this as well because I've been in situations in the end game where I have my Terror still, but I can't really Terror either one of these, and I want to go for Earthquake, but I'm gonna hit my own Fluttermane, and I don't have Protect. But I think the Fairy damage is just too good on lead to help me like deal damage that I don't want to switch away from it. But I do want to change Psyshock, which theoretically is supposed to help me with Amoonguss, but I do better when like not getting locked into Psyshock because it hasn't been one shot in Amoonguss, right? Amoonguss is too bulky. So I'd rather use a Thunderbolt. I feel like I've been needing Thunderbolt, right? And with this, I do think I want to go max attack. Something's telling me to go max attack. But I think the bulk right here will help me a little more. But we'll see. If it's lacking anything, I can always change it. But I just have to get this in, train it in game like this. So I'm thinking this is kind of how I want the changes I want to make to this team. I actually want to keep this Ghost because I feel like Ghost is gonna eventually come in handy. So these are the changes I want to make. These two are good. It's just these I needed to make a couple changes on. We'll see how Braviary does, because Intimidating has been kind of annoying. So now with Braviary, I have something to give some counterplay to it, right? And if they try to burn me, it's just like with Arcanine, it's just they're in really bad shape. Right. But we'll go with this. I kind of just wanted to make just a little team building video. And this is kind of like what goes through my head when I'm making some of my teams. Of course, like when I'm making, like when I first made this team, I went into the damage calculator and did like certain calcs. Not with this team specifically, but with like most of my teams. This team is pretty like 252. Indeed, has some stuff 252, 252, and 252. So this team didn't have much calcs done to it. But some of my teams, I do calc them. But that's it for this video. Just wanted to make something really quick for you guys. If you like it, leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces.